I just had my first baby 9 weeks ago, and this is the first day that I'm gonna be completely alone with no help because my husband is returning back to work. So of course, in anticipation of this day, I did not sleep at all last night. Okay, I actually slept from like 8 to 10 p.m., but let's be real, that is not enough sleep to wake up feeling rested and ready for the day. And ironically, this was the first night that my son Jesse slept for a 7-hour stretch. So I'm like, are you kidding me? My son is sleeping beautifully and I can't even get a wink of sleep. It's just so annoying. My postpartum insomnia has been driving me crazy. I'll talk more about his sleeping later in this video, so make sure to stay tuned. So let's get through this first day as a solo mom together. I did switch to the Moms on Call schedule, which I'll touch on later in this video, but we're on a strict 7 a.m. wake up and feed schedule while I sip on my coffee and try to wake up for the day. I should not have slept on my wet hair last night. It's so tempting for me to let him and I sleep in a little bit longer, but if that happens, then the rest of the day is just super chaotic with this feeding and sleeping schedule, so I prefer just to suck it up and wake up at 7 no matter what, and I find that it leads to a great day. He was being a really good boy this morning, so I put him in the bouncer as I got ready for the day. I put on some makeup to make me feel more alive as my husband got ready for work as well, and I ended up being able to straighten my entire head of hair because he was just being so good. So I changed my clothes and got situated for the day. We did a little bit of tummy time. He is doing really well with his tummy time. I'm so proud of him. He'll last about 5 minutes or so before getting fussy. I like to take him outside when the weather is nice and just get a little bit of sunlight, a little bit of vitamin D. I feel like it helps with his circadian rhythm. It's really good for me as well. It's a nice, peaceful moment of our morning, and he absolutely loves it. He could sit out here all morning, but we do live in Florida, so I don't want anyone to get sun damage or sunburned or anything like that, so we only stay out here for about 10 minutes. Time for his first nap of the day at 8:30 or so. I try to put him down about 15 minutes prior to his scheduled nap time so that he has the opportunity to put himself down to sleep. I am going to season these ribs that I'm going to make for dinner. His naps are really unpredictable, so I have no idea if he's going to last in the crib or not, so I'm going to get this done now just in case I don't have time later. Plus, the longer it marinates, the better. I'm going to do a little bit of olive oil and this barbecue rub, and then when I cook them, I'm going to glaze them with like a barbecue sauce. I think if I'm as productive as possible during his first nap, which is usually his best nap, I think it'll set me up for a good day, but I honestly have no idea how this is gonna go. This is my first day alone, as I said, and I'm just trying to be super, super intentional with my time. So I'm gonna grab my breakfast and then hop on my computer, do any computer work that I need to do. So yeah, he just passed out. I put him down at 8:15. He'll usually fuss a little bit for like 5 minutes, and then he'll put himself to sleep by 8:30-ish, and then I'll usually have about 30 minutes before he wakes up. Sometimes he can connect sleep cycles, and sometimes he'll sleep for like an hour and a half. Other times it's just 30 minutes, so we really have no idea. I'm also gonna take one of these gem bites. I saw my friend Michelle Reed talk about these, and I've been so into them lately because, let me just show you. So this is a nutrient-dense real food multivitamin. This one is called the Gem Bite, and it's a citrus ginger flavor, and I've been really enjoying them in the mornings just to kind of settle my stomach because I am struggling with sleep issues, and I wake up kind of just not feeling super great. I'm not super hungry, but I want something to kind of settle me in the morning. Gem is kind enough to be partnering with me in today's video. So the bites are formulated for optimal absorption. They use real ingredients that our bodies already know and love. This one has so many good ingredients. It's got pumpkin seeds, turmeric, prebiotics, probiotics, mushroom, vitamin E, black pepper, vitamin K2, dates. They're really, really yummy as well. I've also been taking the Chill Out Bite at night because this one has magnesium, lemon balm, things that really help wind me down. And we know I need all the help I can get. I'm sure we're all trying to eat healthier and just be the best version of ourselves in 2025. That is definitely my goal with food. So the fact that I can eat the Gem Bites with real whole foods that are nourishing to my body, not only does it make it fun and enjoyable, it's a super quick and easy thing to put in my stomach to kind of hold me over until I'm able to eat a full breakfast. And as a new mom, this is super, super convenient for me. Sometimes with vitamin pills or powders or gummies, they can be filled with ingredients that aren't so good for you. Plus, you don't really get the antioxidants or the phytonutrients that you do from real whole foods like you do with the Gem Bite. You're gonna get a special deal off your first month. Just go to dailygem.com/RachelVin and use my code RachelVin at checkout. Good morning, Vinny. You guys, I got this big package. I'm so excited. It's a mirror for the dining room and it's got character and it's fun and unique. And I'm so excited. If you're new here, this is what my dining room looks like. It's super blank and the mirror is for this wall. Also, if you're new here, I love a clean white space. I don't like too many things on the walls. I like it really minimal. If you haven't noticed, people have commented before like my house is an insane asylum and it looks like a hospital. I don't care. I'm decorating my house how I like it. So excuse me, almost died. It's 9 o'clock and he's awake. Vinny. It's 10 a.m. and I am really feeling the sleep deprivation. It's hitting me hard. Nice one. He started being able to put his hand in his mouth and I think it's the cutest thing ever. You're so cute. He's starting to make like oohs and ahs with his voice. He's smiling more. I'll try to catch it on camera today. Say something. Say something. Yeah, you smiling? He's eating 4 to 6 ounces per bottle and he's averaging between 30 and 32 ounces per day of full formula. I do have breast milk in the freezer, but the few times, yeah, I do. The few times that we've like defrosted it, he has thrown up a little bit more. So we're doing full formula for a couple days and then I'm gonna reintroduce the formula and see if he tolerates it well. What? What are you looking at, you chubby boy? He's wearing 3 to 6 month clothing at 9 weeks old. So he's a big boy. He's a big boy, yeah? Yeah. I am no longer pumping at all. I'm completely done with that journey, yes. We're watching a Business Insider video on fake foods and how to avoid them. I just put him down for his 11:30 nap. I put him down at 11:15 and he's now sleeping at 11:43. Took a little bit of reassurance. I let him fuss it out for like 5 minutes and then I go in there, pick him up, soothe him, put him back down. So I had to do that, I think, 4 times with this nap because I don't want to let him cry it out completely because he's still very little. He'll be 10 weeks in a couple days. I just made myself a little breakfast / lunch, brunch, I guess you could call it. In a perfect world, I would lay down and try to rest and nap while he's napping, especially since I didn't sleep last night, but I can't nap. I'm just not. I'm too high strung. I can't. I wish I could. I end up just laying there for a couple hours and getting frustrated. So I'm probably gonna scroll TikTok, to be honest, or clean up a little bit. Probably nothing too productive though because I'm so tired. I'm still hungry, so I'm cutting some cheese to have as a snack and then to have some in the fridge. But this is the time that AJ would normally wake up because we did split the night shift when he was on paternity leave. So he would normally wake up now around 11:45, 12. So the afternoon is really, we're gonna see how it goes because normally he's up and helping me. So we never actually had a sterilizer on a registry, so we just use the dishwasher for everything. We have this upper rack for nipples and the Dr. Brown's parts and then the bottles and these green things. I don't know what these are called. We just run a sterilized cycle every single night and it's been working great and I don't have to have it on the counter. And yeah, so if you have a dishwasher, I recommend just doing that because it's super easy. We've been loving the baby Brezza. It's been working really great for us. No complaints so far. And we've also been doing the By Heart formula. He seems to be doing really well on that. It's time for his bottle. 1 o'clock bottle. What's so funny? What's so funny? We're officially on size 2 diapers, so we've upgraded there. I think he's like 12 and a half, 13 pounds. We haven't weighed him in a while. He gets this like buildup in between his fingers because he clenches his fists all day. So I have to like proactively clean out his finger crevices. Gross. That's gross. Should we go on a walk? I need to get out of the house, dude. I need to get out of the house with you. I'm going crazy. Just kidding. Kind of am though. Am I kidding or not? We'll never know. Just me and you, Jesse. Me, you, and Lauren Giraldo. I've been really into Lauren Giraldo. I watched her a little bit as a younger woman, but now that she's a mom, I like find her stuff more attractive again. It's 3:15. I just put the ribs in the oven because they have to cook for a few hours, and I just got my Green Chef non-spawns. I just really love them, and it makes cooking super easy. And I'm so dumb, I didn't even use my code. I'm actually so silly. Mom brain. I ordered more of the Good Chop, which is the meat subscription. I talked about that a few videos ago, and I'm so dumb I didn't even use my own code. Like, I am so brain fried. I can't. He's fussy, of course, because we're in the afternoon. He did nap a little bit on his walk, and now he's on one. So we're in the carrier, gonna put this food away and just kind of wait it out until AJ comes home around 4:30 if we're lucky. I'm glad I got my walk in though. That was really tough because I am so out of shape. We did about 2 miles. He was napping, so I was like, let me do another loop, and I'm glad I did because the weather is so nice right now. We're supposed to be getting, I feel like I'm talking a million miles. Let me take a breath. We're supposed to be getting a cold front, and it's supposed to last like a week, which is so rare here in Florida because when it gets cold, it's like for a second. Updated review on the Wildbird carrier, 10 out of 10, highly recommend. He loves it, and AJ loves it. Shh. So yeah, I'll link it again down below if you're looking for a carrier. This one's about $200. I would say it's in the higher end price scale, but the Artie Pop one is like $400. So it's definitely not the most expensive one out there, but it's not the cheapest either. And I feel like for the bang for the buck is pretty good. Some of these songs are really trippy. Like, what do you mean? The hippo went up the clock struck 6, the hippo went down, hickory dickory dock. What does that mean? And the one where the farmer takes the wife takes the child takes the nurse. What? Okay guys, here's tonight's animal-based dinner. We have pork ribs, raspberries, and some coleslaw. I did not make the coleslaw, that's just from Publix. But what do we think? Animal-based, yep, that's the name of our diet. You can have, it's animal-based, not only animal. Good morning, it's the next day. After my shower last night, I think I just sat on the couch, kind of scrolled through TikTok for a little bit, and then I was in bed by 7:30. And I don't want to jinx this by saying it out loud, but the past 3 nights have been amazing for Jesse's sleep. He slept 11 to 4:30 the first night. 2 nights ago, he slept 11 to 6:30, and then last night he slept 11 to 6. And I'm even nervous saying that because I don't want it to change. And I know it will. I'm not getting my hopes up. They can have really good periods and then go back. But I wanted to share what we've been doing lately, just in case it's helpful to anyone. But again, I do think a lot of it is just he's getting older. He's hit that 12-pound mark. It could totally be a full coincidence. So take this with a grain of salt. But as soon as he hit 12 pounds, we stopped feeding him in the middle of the night. So we stopped feeding him between his late night feed, which is at 10:30 and 7 a.m. So he went the whole night without eating. He would still wake up when we did that, and we would just pick him up, and we noticed that he would fall asleep on our chests immediately. So it's not that he was hungry, he was just maybe waking out of habit or just wanted to be comforted. So we did that for about 5 nights or so where we stopped feeding him. I'll insert the Huckleberry picture. The pink lines are feeds and the blues are sleeps. So we did that as soon as he hit 12 pounds, which based on my research, that's an appropriate time to do that. He's also fully on formula, which I'll touch more on that in the next video because I don't want this to be too long. But he's fully on formula, so formula fed babies can go longer. A breastfed baby might wake up more often, which is totally normal. What else did we do? Oh, so we switched schedules. So previously I was on the Contented Baby book, and that was working really, really well for the first month, I would say. And then after that, I felt like I was starting to force things too much. He wasn't really aligning with the nap times and it just didn't feel right. So I was looking online at different schedules and I stumbled upon Moms on Call. So I looked at their schedule. I just Googled Moms on Call, like 6 to 8 week old schedule, and I saw that his naps were aligning more naturally with that schedule. So I was like, okay, perfect, we're gonna switch to this. It was seamless. I'll insert the Huckleberry picture of as soon as we switched, his feeds were consistent. Like with the other schedule, I was having to do top offs at random times because I didn't know if he was hungry or tired, and this one, it just aligns more naturally with what he's doing. I know a lot of people are gonna comment saying, just let them do whatever they want. I tried that and it was terrible. It was chaotic for both mom and baby, and if mom's not happy, baby's not happy. So he's been doing really well on this schedule. It may change, he may not do well on it next week, who knows. But I ordered the books. So you don't have to order the books, just Google like Moms on Call. It's a very popular program. I'm sure you've heard of it. But I did order the 3-book bundle just to have it on hand. I love educating myself, and I'm curious to see how their advice compares to the Contented Baby book, because that was written by someone in London or England. So I think it's been 4 days since we switched to this schedule. Coincidentally, he's sleeping through the night. Coincidence? Who knows? Anyways, I'll link this down below in case you're curious. I'll also do an update on if I think it's worth buying the book. Some other small things that we did just so that I can also look back at this video when I have my next baby. We started working on self-soothing at around 5.5 weeks when I was like, okay, we need to work on this because he was only falling asleep on our chest. So I slowly started enforcing crib naps, and as I learned his cues, the key for me with him is that when he's cranky, it's already too late. I had to realize that I need to prevent him getting cranky, otherwise he won't go down. So I have to put him down like 20 minutes earlier than I used to be so that he has time to relax in the crib and then fall asleep, because if I wait too long, it's too late. So anyways, enforcing that first crib nap of the day and then not picking him up as early as like 6 weeks, not picking him up, letting him fall asleep on his own. And sometimes that would take 30 minutes of me like patting his butt in the crib, shushing him, and it took a lot of patience. But I think since we started doing that around 5 weeks, he's definitely not perfect. I don't think he has the capability to fully self-soothe yet, but I think he's slowly starting to learn how to self-soothe. And I think that's really important so that when he does turn 3-4 months old, the sleep training process will be slightly easier, I hope. Again, I have no idea if any of this made a difference. I'm just sharing what we did. Okay, I just skimmed this entire book. It only took me like 45 minutes. It's a really easy read. And my overall review is that, first of all, I don't think you need all of the stuff that they say you need in the stocking up your room section, because that can get pretty expensive if you get every single thing that they recommend. But other than that, I really enjoy their philosophy on sleep habits. So that is really good, and the schedules are in this book. This book is from 0 to 6 months. They have 6 to 15 months and then toddlers. I still highly recommend this book. It's much more in-depth and it gives you a lot of the reasons behind why we do certain things. If you're expecting, read this book up close to your due date so that you have a good idea of what to expect, and then when it comes to scheduling, see which one works for your baby, which one is more natural for your baby. And I really like their philosophy on sleep when it comes to sleep training, sleep habits. So overall, I think you can benefit from reading both and kind of pick and choose things that work for your family. So yeah, I will link everything I talked about in this video down below. Thank you guys for watching. I love you so much. Subscribe. I'm gonna unbox my mirror. I didn't get a chance to do it, so subscribe if you want to see the mirror in the dining room. And then next time I'm gonna talk about how I reduced my pumping and that whole journey, so stick around for that. But I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.